sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning, and God bless you. I am your host, Orlando Daniels of Today Entrepreneur, and once again, we have some wonderful people that's here to share with us, and actually, it's just several individuals that have great giftings and great talents that each of them make up a wonderful team. So I want to give them the opportunity to share, and then we're going to get over into share who they are, but we're going to get over into what they are doing at this present time and the things that you can look forward to in the future. So I have sitting to the left of me, Mr. Lord Abram. Share with them who you are and go on around the room.
Okay, I'm Lord Abraham, great son. I'm a poet, writer, and actor from Galveston, Texas. I have some special guests with me. This young woman is amazing. Awesome. I'm honored to be a part of her board. She's the executive director of the Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference, and along with her, this man is amazing. He's the first black stuntman of Hollywood history right here with us, and he's the president of the board. His name is Marvin Walters, so you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves as well.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for having us here. My name is Cheryl Hilton. I'm the founder and director of the Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference.
I'm Marvin Walters, and I'm the chairman of the board for the Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference also.
One of the things that, if you've been following our station, especially Today's Entrepreneur, I think Lord Abram has been a little bit more involved or interacting with me in relations to getting you all here and being able to share from this platform. But I would like to know, outside of what you all do, what brought you all together? How did you all meet?
By the grace of God and happenstance. Well, there's no coincidences.
Right. Nothing happens by
no
happenstance.
coincidences. So I had heard that Cheryl was doing a film festival, and I was having a meeting at St. Vincent's House, which is a place where you can go and get assistance for food and so on and so forth. And the former executive director, Michael Jackson, and another member of the community, Leon Phillips, was having a conversation. And at the time, I was working towards doing, different things in the community that deals with the arts and entertainment. Mm-hmm. So they were speaking on it, and I'm like, Cheryl Hilton, no, I don't know that name. But they say, yeah, she's doing the film festival. I thought you would know. I'm like, no, man, for real, where's she at? So one day at the Juneteenth parade, yeah. I was standing on the corner with two of my buddies, and someone say, Cheryl. I say, Cheryl. I say, excuse me, are you Cheryl Hilton? She's like, yeah, hey. I was like, hey. I say, you doing the film festival? She was like, yeah. I say, well, I'm Bobby Wilson. We need to talk. And so it was on from there.
And the rest is history. I want to throw in here, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, but all of our days have been seen and written before there was ever a day. But God knows how to connect.
Yeah.
And the picture is greater or bigger than us. Mm-hmm. And so he knew that you all needed to come together for more than just what you all are doing.
Absolutely.
Actually now.
Amen.
But Cheryl, let me ask you this, because when I hear film festival, and especially in Galveston, people think that's just a long trip, like coming to the Woodlands or anything else. Right. But Houston is so spread out. But how did you get over into just filmmaking altogether?
Well, actually, I'm actually a dancer, choreographer, and that's how I got into film. Okay. I moved to Los Angeles back in early 2000, and then was doing choreography for different film festivals. So I decided to learn how to work behind the scenes. Went to the Los Angeles Film School. and just started line producing, art directing on different projects and different television shows. The one thing that made me want to come back was after the turn of the economic downturn. Jobs was kind of hard to come by, especially if you wasn't a part of the unions.
Okay.
So I was still getting work, but I was being flown like to Canada or to Atlanta, and I live in LA, and my hometown is Galveston. So I was trying to figure out a way to come back home, and because I have a place, my family, and me and my crew members thought about a film festival.
Okay.
I said my hometown would be perfect, and then we had a classmate who lived in Spain, did the same thing, and her hometown is a little island, and she's ranked in the top 10 now in Europe.
Wow, wow.
Okay,
You know, I tell people, don't ignore the unctionings or the promptings and just your overall desire and gifts. Mr. Marvin,
Yes.
Being the board chair, and I found out this morning through Bobby that first black stuntman,
First black professional
stuntman.
Right.
Share that with us, because that is just
That's
something
huge.
totally different.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I say professional stuntman is because there was one other guy, but he started as an extra and worked his well so up to being a stuntman, doubling Bill Cosby. I came in as a stuntman, started as a stuntman, so I always said I was a first black professional stuntman. Yeah, but then the business got to well, in 1976, I filed 32 EEOC charges against the motion picture industry.
Wow.
And we won 5 settlement agreements against 5 major motion picture studios, which opened the doors for all minorities.
Wow.
And you were a minority if you were not related to or relatives of someone in the business. You just weren't going to get into the business.
All right, everybody, y'all get some history. Go ahead and keep talking, Mr. Marvin.
So after what happened was it opened the doors for, and as usual, white people got the better breaks than we did. You know, they opened the doors for white females, directors and producers, and they don't know how they got there. Eddie Murphy got his start directly because of me. He doesn't realize it, you know. And then the guy on Chips, what was his name on the?
Eric Estrada.
Estrada, yeah.
Was it Puncharella?
Yeah, Puncharella.
Yeah, I grew up with that name. Go ahead.
Yeah, he got his start directly because of me, because I went to MGM Studios when nobody else wanted to take the job, because all the other stunt guys said we were complaining with the studios because by the time we got to the script, the producers and production managers had met guys they played golf with on the golf course, and the jobs were already taken. So we met with MGM Studios, and MGM said, well, what do you guys want? And we said, well, we want somebody to read the script. So they came back and said, okay, we'll give you guys, we want an affirmative action, somebody to do affirmative action for us, consultant. They said it's going to pay $1,000 a month. Well, I'm making almost $1,000 a day. You know, I'm working regular. Nobody wanted the job, so I said I'll take it. And so I took it, and we started MGM. When I started MGM, they had 15 black janitors, 6 black secretaries, and that was it. That's all that I had seen. I left there a year later. They had over 161 minorities in key positions. So.
You know, what I love is, you know, hearing the stories of others. And one of the things I've often said is that someone else's experience not only becomes yours, but it also becomes your wealth.
Yeah.
And so the things that you've gone through that have paved the way for so many others, that's why we were created. I tell people that we were created with other people in mind. And so in you all coming together and preparing for this phenomenal event, how does someone become a part of what you all have going out in Galveston?
Okay, well, as far as the film festival, we had our submission process, which starts in November.
Okay.
Every year, and we close out in May. So now we've already selected the films, and we go through Film Freeway. That's one way. Another way, we have a volunteer. If you like to volunteer, that way you can be a part of our festival. You can go to our website and sign up at Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference.com or GIFCON, GIFF-CON, and sign up on for our volunteer section. Another part is being part of the board in our communities to help us, get the word out and get sponsorships and advertisement.
I know when we talk about putting on events in this of this magnitude, having sponsors, having the overall support, because a lot of people don't realize in doing business. I used to hear from my uncle, if you don't handle your business is going to handle you.
Right.
Yes.
And so, and one of my own things that I tell people, there's a lot of people who talk about the business that they do, and there are people who do the business they talk about.
Yeah.
And so, in people coming and desiring to be a part of submitting, I'm certain this is not going to be the only one.
Right.
We're looking for bigger and better, the progression
Yes.
of what you all are doing. But in submitting information or coming alongside and helping and volunteering, what would be some of the other things that you would encourage somebody that's looking to get over into your industry?
Well, one thing is go to when you go to festivals. That's what they're there for you to network and meet other individuals in the industry, because you got to create the synergy, and that's where you get the magic and the power of film and storytelling and getting the voices out there. We want to be a platform for artists that are not in mainstream, but yet they can still be seen and other people can hear their voices and share with other folks, as well as bring in production companies into our island. We have two major sponsors, which is Moody Gardens, where the films will be screened at on the 3D theater, and we also have Riondo's Restaurante in the ballroom, where we hold all the panels and networking events.
Wow.
In order for producers and agents and actors and writers, everybody can come together and kind of learn from each other. The good thing about the internet, it opened up all kinds of opportunities for everyone.
Yeah.
Another thing is for the filmmakers, if your film is chosen, we have sponsors like iPitch TV. What they do is whoever wins not win, but is the top film, they have they get to go to iPitch, and iPitch would take them to not just all studios in Hollywood, but overseas market and
Wow.
Netflix and
Okay.
Hulu, and pitch their movie.
Ivan, I must be in the wrong field. I may need to be writing some movies or something, coming in extra or something.
Yeah.
This is wonderful information. Just being able to, sow seeds into others, the things that we've learned, being able to position others because we've been positioned. I want to actually go back to Mr. Bobby. I love when the guests come, because you all know I promote, companies that, that's promoting KNLY. So go ahead, Bobby. Tell them this shirt that I'm holding up. I love when they bring me stuff, y'all. So if you got shirts and you want this out there, get with me. I don't think nobody push like we do here at KNLY91.
Oh, yeah?
We put in the work. We go the extra mile for our customers.
Absolutely.
So
Definitely
tell us about these
appreciate it.
shirts that I'm holding up. BW York, Players Edition.
Absolutely. As I stated before, I am an actor as well, so it's two-way street with the Players Edition shirt. The Players Edition shirt of my BW York clothing brand is me as an actor. And for all the other thespians out there, definitely get you a BW York shirt. Players Edition. And with the Players Edition, it's also for us young men, You know what that means. I don't have to elaborate anymore on that. But yeah, I just started my clothing brand. I had a fundraiser going on, Custom Ink, and I'm gonna do a relaunch here soon. And I was inspired to do a clothing brand by a good friend of mine, Broderick Fingers James, and he and I spoke years upon doing some things, and he wanted to include me on something, and so he was like, hey, you should do it. You should go ahead and launch your brand. And as a poet and as an actor, you have to find a way to keep evolving and stay relative. And so that was what helped me stay relative, was to create a brand. You know, you look at examples like Sean Combs and Damon Johns and stuff like that, and how do you remain relevant as an artist, you know, and this is one of the things that creates and generates revenue for you, but it helps you to stay relevant as well, because we're not getting any younger. So
listen, great group of people. We're running out of time, but I want you all to do me a favor. Go to our page. You're going to find more information in reference to each of our guests. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram. If they're here, they're following me, you should be following them. Once again, I'm your host, Orlando Daniels of Today's Entrepreneur. I want you all to prepare for Cachet as she comes through the door. You all enjoy the remaining part of your day and be successful in all that you set out to do. You all be blessed. Love you much. God bless you.
Bye.